Matt, if I said 50-50, over, under, Deion Sanders is gone, over, under 50, what do you say?
He's not leaving. I mean, I met with the man yesterday for 90 minutes.
What can you share?
Face to face, great meeting with him and George Hagman and his main man, Coach Calhoun, out at the facility in Boulder. I'm not going to elaborate on the contents of the meeting as they have to do with potential employment down the road. So, talking about the future and the projections and the players and scheme and relationship building and the way that he values the people he works with in relationships and the way they promote, the way that they're trying to establish community and culture, and the way they've done it in 2 years. Imagine what it looks like in 4. Imagine what it looks like in 6. Very diligent in his planning. The conversations we were having were conversations that, you're talking about transforming something over a 2-3 year period, a full recruiting cycle for players. And from a recruiting standpoint, his goals and the way that he wants to do it moving forward, especially with them dropping the NIL collective and being on a salary cap now, having a $22 million salary cap or whatever it is, how you want to spend that money, what kind of players you want to go after, what kind of coaches you want to go after, the character of the men in the institution and the program that you're running. So I think that it's good for TV. Look, let's be real. Bailey, I don't know if you can find that video, but I know you're on the 1s and 2s killing it like usual. But on your show in April of last year, on the day before 420 for 419, we talked about this, and I said that they're like in a fucking crazy world. Deion's going to Dallas, and Shador's going with him. RG3's out here saying like he's the first one that brought it up. And now that happened on this show, the greatest fucking show on planet Earth. So if you can find that shit, Bailey, then maybe post that up and let the people out here.
We got it right here, actually.
Just 419 this year. So tell me we didn't talk about this already.
Say that Shador gets drafted by the Cowboys and Deion goes to coach the Cowboys and he's gone next year. That's just me. I think Dak's gone. They find a way to draft Shador. They fire McCartney. They bring in Coach Prime. Jerry Jones goes nuts. The Cowboys go through the fucking roof culturally and cool-wise. They become the new America's team and shit, yada, yada. The same way the Colorado Buffaloes have been like, they've just been vaulted. Dallas gets vaulted.
You need to repost that to Instagram today. Put the date at the very beginning at the top. Collab with me, and we'll just go from there.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't think he's going to leave because he won't be able to have the same kind of oversight and control that he does at Colorado, because you got to deal with Jerry Jones, and you're not guaranteed you're going to get Shador, and you hope that you can trade Dak. And do you really want to trade Dak and Micah Parsons just to move up to number 1? Do you have to really go all in there? Like, there's no guarantees you're getting your son, especially with Dallas sitting at 12 or something. So that's a far jump. So although I do think it's a nice hypothetical, and it's something that we brought up months and months ago, almost a year ago, but sitting here today after the meeting I had yesterday, talking to him about the future and, the way that he wants to build there in Boulder and how things are done. And just, it really, first of all, it was an incredible sit down and meeting. Second, it really gave me a lot of confidence that he's here for the long haul, bro. Like, he's here to build. Now, can things change at the drop of a hat? Yeah, this is the world of football, of course. But at the same time, based on my interaction yesterday with him and his assistants, and then seeing everybody in the building and how hyper-focused they are on their jobs and what they're doing, it's the new strength coach they brought in is he's a dog, bro. Like, he's that guy, and he's got a ton of respect in the industry, one of the best in the business. So I think that based on the conversation I had yesterday and the 90-minute meeting I had with him and his assistants face-to-face up there in Boulder, he's not leaving, and they're building in Boulder, and I think the sky's really the limit for how good they do.
Hey Matt, so let me flip the question and don't say too much. Don't say too much because you already talked. But 50-50 over under. You are employed at Colorado soon.
I can't give you a number on that one, and we'll see what happens. If it's a good fit, then if it's a good fit. If it's not, then nothing really changes. I just help from the seat I'm in now. There's a lot of different ins and outs here, interested parties, as they say. So we'll keep it in the old holster, but know that it was a very productive meeting, and I'm honored to go up there and have the conversation. Really, it shows you just the way that Coach Prime thinks. He's not a traditional coach, and it's one of the reasons why it's working the way it is in Boulder, and the why it's going to work in the future. So, it's sitting there. I'm not gonna bullshit everybody on this point, but sitting there talking about playing both ways with Deion Sanders was one of the coolest moments of my entire life. Because I'm just a big grunt. Like, I play O-line and D-line and shit. Like, I'm far from a good football player, but talking to him about it and seeing like the mutual respect between men and players, it was a pretty cool moment. So
you downgrade yourself, bro, because you played in the NFL like 7 years as 1%er.
Yeah, I know, but just big grunt. It's all good.
I'm just saying. Man, shout out. Hopefully it works out, whatever happens. Smitty, you're supposed to you're the black co-host, homie. Run the show.
What does my race got to do with anything? I don't like that.
Are you two gonna like get after it about these bitches that you can't call hoes, or what's going on?
I was trying to help my friend out, JB, understand that he has a huge platform where we have a lot of eyes on this show.
That's true.
More people listen to this than you'd be surprised. Some of the people that will
I'm very aware of
they're like, oh yeah, I watch JB crazy. I'm like, yeah, you watch the show. So I'm saying you got a huge platform. You got to, as a coach and a leader of men, leader of people, you got to use that wisely and how you use the word. That's all I'm saying.
That old lady was being a real asshole.
Thank you.
That's better though. I'm cool with that. What you just said right there.
I like it.
Bitch, Matt. Keep it real, Matt. Behind closed doors, like of course we talk how we talk. I'm saying on the camera though, you ain't gonna call no woman.
She's being a real asshole. We'll just put it like that.
I love that Nat said, like, what's going on with bitches and hoes? I love that part.
He said
we know that.
That was different. It's
different. Everybody knows what that's from. Yeah, I'll call these bitches hoes or all these bitches. My bad.
Here's the problem. Smitty is a content creator. So I have to keep up with Smitty. I have to keep up. Hey, Matt, seriously, I got to keep up with Smitty and portray this act that we're content creators. So, people that know me, though, in person, they know I'd open the door for that old lady. They know that I wouldn't say that she's a bitch. I'll call a dude a bitch in person, not a woman. Unless
don't do it on the internet then, homie.
I was just wondering what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
For the internet, homie.
Because I'm keeping up with you for content.
CJB, this is the real Leah.
No, homie, she's on both.
Is it two Leahs, homie?
No, it's her, homie. That's X. Do you know that's on Twitter right there, homie? That's X. You see the black X?
Her face like a little different though.
No, it's not a little different, homie.
She might have a twin sister. It might be Leah and Leah, like a twin sister.
She thinks it's pretty funny, and we appreciate you listening and watching. So kick ass.